Hello everybody, my name is INP64 and welcome to the For Fun tier list, baby. I'ma keep it real, right? But this is a For Fun tier list. What styles, when you hop onto Untitled boxing game, will you have the most fun playing with? Now, anything below B tier, right, generally means, okay, the style is aight, but like, it's just so boring, man. Like, you could be doing so much more stuff with this. If a style is an S tier, oh my goodness, my man, you could be doing so much goofy ass shit with this style, have fun with it, troll the hell out of people, and you still might be able to win the match, which is crazy. But I'ma keep it real. Y'all know, and I know, that this style has been dogged on for years, and it needs to be put in its rightful place. That's right, baby. We got that Trickster in that S tier. Now, let me explain. The dopamine surge you get when you pull up to your op with a forward dodge into a forward dodge into another forward dodge, and wait for it, another forward dodge into an M2, and that shit hits. Oh my god, you know your opponent is hating their life right now, and you are having the biggest dopamine surge in your life. Strictly speaking, the only reason why Trickster is up here is because one, its M2 is so comically fast, like not Wolf loves so fast, but it's still pretty damn fast, and also just the dashes are pretty funny too. But let me slow down, cause we gotta look at the boring ass styles. I'ma keep it real. I'm sorry, Long God, you're going in D tier. My god, it's got additional range. That's about it. This shit is the most boring thing to play as. If you want M2 mix-ups, play Smash or play Counter. If you want spacing, if you want good damage, if you want the dopamine hit of watching your opponent's chip health reach like the ultimatest and maximus values, and you want them hating their life after they get caught by an M1 for the 5th interaction in a row, play Hitman, dog. You don't need to play this Long Guard, man. I'm sorry, Long Guard, your life means nothing. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Long Guard stays at the bottom of D tier for the For Fun playlist. Now, you know, let's just go by all of the rarities, right? All the individual rarities. That means Basic is up next. Basic is interesting, right? Because the actual gameplay of Basic isn't even, it's not, I'm gonna keep it real, alright? It's not exactly riveting. Basic has a pretty good punish game, right? It has insane chip damage. Its block damage is pretty good. But other than that, I mean, it's just Ippo. It's Ippo, but mildly worse, because Ippo is faster. But I will say, think about Basic. I'm gonna put it in B tier here. Even though its gameplay is not great, it's not riveting, it is pretty comical to beat someone with Basic. I don't know why. If you're not going against a high-level player, people will dog on Basic. They will say, this shit is ass. This is not a good style. And then you gotta pull up on them with the comical ult. Oh, but this, hey, chat, this one's funny. Turtle, it's not S tier. It's not, Trickster might be the only S tier. I'm gonna keep it honest, chat. Turtle, though, whoo-wee. This shit is funny. Your shield health is so ridiculously high that your opponent probably needs to win roughly either 2 back-to-back interactions, or they need to win 3 interactions in a row to actually do tangible damage to you. Turtle isn't fun in that you yourself are being mechanically gifted at the game. You yourself are actually us, boom, with punish, M1, M2 mix-up. You're not doing really any of that. I mean, it's got good shield damage and got good chip damage, but it's not about you when you're playing Turtle. It's sort of like Basic, where the style is fun, mainly because your opponent is having the worst day in their life. They cannot get in on their shield, and even if they do manage to get that M1 and M2 off, now brother in Christ, you got the best shield health in the game. You are not taking damage. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to break my rule here. Corkscrew. Now, I'm gonna put Corkscrew below Turtle here because Corkscrew, in my opinion, is a much better style, right? People actually love Corkscrew. But oh my goodness gracious. Corkscrew is the same deal as Turtle. Like, let's say your opponent, oh my god, they finally catch you. They're finally able to get their M1s off. And then you realize, they've done no damage to your shield. Because you don't need to, unless they're playing Hawk or Slugger, you don't really need to shield all those hits, because you got that bonus regen, baby. You are not dying. They can't hurt you, Jack. But yeah, in short, why is Corkscrew fun? Because you're so comically tanky. Turtle and Corkscrew. Actually, Corkscrew is honestly way tankier than Turtle. But Corkscrew is a good style that kind of takes away a little bit of the fun with it. You gotta use a kind of mid style and to still beat someone to have the most fun with it. Unless that style is boring as hell. We'll get into that later. Now, Smash. Ooh, see, Smash is both a good style and it's pretty fun. Actually, I'ma put this shit in A tier too, baby. Below the tanks here, because with Smash doesn't have that tanking capability. But the thing is with the Smash M2, right? It's still as viable of a mix-up as any M1, M2 mix-up, of course. But two things. If you counter-hit someone with an M1, 99% of the time, they are not going to be able to dash out of the M2. So if you counter-hit M1 into an M2, if you counter-hit light and then heavy, they are taking a comical large amount of shield damage. If they fall for the M1, M2 mix-ups, they're either taking a comical large amount of health damage, or they're just taking a comical large amount of shield damage. Either way, the endorphins that you get when you see that block health go from 100 to 30%, oh my goodness, and you still have stamina to spare, baby. It's just nice. And making someone, absolutely breaking someone's ankles with the M1, M2 mix-ups, oh, baby. I do love it. I do enjoy it. Okay, but now, we got a bit of a white elephant in the room, Kimura. So, it's got the same niche as basic in that people think it's pretty bad. Now, the unfortunate part of Kimura is that it's really bad. It is debatably the worst style in the game. Actually, not even debatably. I think a lot of people just kind of accept it as the worst style in the game. If you were able to actually slow people to comical amounts back in the terrible days of when the Kimura slow just did not wear off, it would be an incredibly funny style. But it doesn't. You don't really feel the slowdown on the other person. Kimura just kind of feels like you're doing 0 damage. But for the sake of it being a bad style, I'm gonna put this above Long Guard. C tier, baby. C tier. Kimura has to work so hard to get something done. But if you beat someone with Kimura, if you're trying to, you know, run the ones with one of your friends, they've been talking shit. They've been saying they're better than you, and you win with Kimura, I'm just saying. Think of the dopamine. Think of the endorphins, baby. Now, Charge. Oh, Charge. Oh, Charge. I actually... I'm sorry, it's another S tier, baby. It's another S tier. Let me explain. The stamina break you get off of Stampede, no, not stamina break, but leaving your opponent with literally 0 stamina after you use Stampede is so comically funny. They can't do anything. If they don't perfect dodge whatever you throw out next, it's over. If they dodge backwards, it's over. They just ran out of stamina. It's gonna take hella time to charge back up. And at which point, you can just boom, hit him with that ult because the shield health is going to be low too. Or they're just taking a comically large amount of chip damage. What I'm saying is, it feels good to make your opponent be unable to play the game, baby. Oh, but counter. Okay, counter's a really good style, right? It feels good to play with, but is it fun? Yes, actually, it's a little bit fun. It's a little bit fun. When you land that counter M2, the amount of dopamine in your brain, boom! Oh my god, especially if they're playing something like Freedom, Hands Low, Shotgun, oh my god. And for the actual playstyle of counter, I mean, it's pretty cool too, because a lot of people respect the counter M1s, right? And as long as you got your wits about you, if people try to, you know, lash out, try to stop you from throwing your M1, you just perfect dodge that. It's pretty nice. Other than that though, counter's playstyle is honestly, counter would be in C tier if not for it having the juiciest sugarcoat in the game. Counter can sugarcoat the M2, baby. Now shotgun. Right. Shotgun is weird. You have the barrage, right? The shotgun barrage, which is super funny to land if you just ulted someone and they didn't die. I don't know what it is about the barrage, but if they let their shield down for 1 second, they are losing all of their chip health that has been taken from the ult. I'm not sure if I have footage for this, but just try it out yourself. Ult someone as shotgun. Make sure it doesn't kill. Use that barrage. You will see their health go from like 60 to 0, and you will get so much dopamine. It is too funny. However, getting countered as shotgun feels like the worst thing in the world because you take so much counter damage. It's weird for me. It's either because the barrage is too funny. It's between A and B tier for me. I'm gonna put it bottom of B tier for now because it is still pretty comical. Now, hands low. Okay, hands low used to be one of my personal favorite styles, but its playstyle is just so boring. See, it has the same benefit of counter, where you got that bonus M2 damage, you got that sugar-coated M2, but counters, I'ma keep it real. Counters M2 just like, you see that straight come out, you see that counter pop-up come out, you see their health go all the way down. I just don't get the same feeling with hands low, man. It's weird, because I don't feel like it's in the same realm as Kimura. Okay, this is going below shotgun, unfortunately. Hands low, I'm sorry, it is what it is, but counter is just better, man. But if you do play hands low instead of counter, I mean, you got my respect, because counter does what hands low does, but just a little bit better. Remember in the, this is why you should play Untitled boxing video, remember that? Where I was talking about all the juicy M2s? Wolf is that, but kind of personified, because if you're gonna be landing M2s with a style, you're gonna be landing it with Wolf. This shit has the fastest M2 in the game, almost as fast as an M1. That shit comes out so ridiculously fast. And then you have the 50-50 with the White Fang, the second M2 that comes out. And if you land that, if you should make your opponent with that, you get hella dopamine off that too. It's so nice. You know what? I might have to put Wolf in the A tier, baby. It's not Smash. Smash is the OG. And it's not either of these tanks that are ridiculously funny. But it is still pretty funny. Now, Ippo. Okay, Ippo. The thing about Ippo is that it's a really good style, and it feels good to dog on someone. But Ippo just, sometimes you dog on people too much. Sometimes you don't want a 3-0. You maybe want it to be a 3-2, where it's the last stock, you are panicking for your life. Sometimes you don't get dopamine if everything's that easy. And for that reason, I'm sorry, Ippo, in terms of fun, you're gonna have to actually go in the C tier above Kimura though, because if Ippo has the problem of the game being too easy, Kimura has the problem of the game being too fucking hard, man. Just give me something here, man. And Bullet, okay, Bullet has the juicy M2 counter, but it just does not feel the same as counter or hands low, as a matter of fact. I'm afraid my boy Bullet might have to join my boy Long Guard in here. I just wanted to say, I'll probably put this at the beginning of the video, but this is a completely, and I mean completely subjective tier list. Especially since it's based off of how much fun you have with the style, and not necessarily, you know, how good that style is. So just, letting y'all know, do not come over to my house, my P.O. box. Do not plant a pipe bomb in my mailbox. That would be illegal and very dangerous, chat. But anyways, Bullet D tier. Why? And this is completely a skill issue. I keep whiffing the bullet jab and it feels so bad. I immediately lose my high. And for, dude, that reason alone, it is going to D tier. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, chat. Now, Hawk. Again, personal, very personal. I actually put Hawk in the least fun style in the entire game. Why is that? I suck at using sway back. I love having backdash because I love panic backdashing. And the lower shield health, it feels so bad for me, man. Because my playstyle it's pretty whiff punished. When I see my opponent throw a punch, I will not react to it. My eyes will glaze over. I will simply lay back in my chair and think, oh wow, I probably should have dodged that. But you know, I did it. So I guess that's a damn shame or something. Like, that is literally how I will look at punches in this game. But yeah, with Hawk, I'm gonna keep it real. I keep dying with Hawk. I don't like losing, man. My fragile ego. But especially with Hawk. Oh my god, with Hawk, man, your chip health is the maximum it can be. And you whiff the sway back and they come out you with the left, right, good night, and that shit takes up like at least 25% of your health. Oh my god, man. That shit sucks. But anyways, moving up on the list. See, where Long Guard failed with its comically long range, Hitman succeeds, baby. Okay, but I might have to put Hitman above counter here. Hitman can't sugarcoat it, but the comically long M1s are very funny to land, and Hitman doesn't have the problem with Ippo, where Ippo is relatively straightforward, kind of boring with it. You know, it does its job pretty well, because Hitman, in my humble opinion, it's always funny to outspace an opponent, to outwhiff them, to outwhiff punish them. Go yeet, 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 and you see their health just completely take. It is very comical, chat, for me. Me personally speaking, I like the dopamine hit I get with Hitman, not with Ippo. But speaking of dopamine hit, ooh, Oh, baby. Fellas, I might have another S tier for us, baby. Oh my god. Slugger, Slugger, Slugger. Such a funny style. I think if you guys remember in the "This is why you should play Untitled boxing game" video, if you remember that video, there was this one hawk and I hit him, I think, with 4 M2s in a row. Like, I did not mix up the timings. That was the mix-up. I just completely M2, boom, M2, boom, M2, boom, M2, boosh. Oh my god. I'm sorry, chat. That shit was too funny for me, man. But the main reason why I like Slugger is 1, the M2 gives you, incredible dopamine hit. And 2, when you actually catch someone, when you mix them up, right, your opponent can't backdash anymore because their back's on the ropes. If you fucking break their ankles, boom, that shit feels good to land. And also just the M1s. You have to shield Slugger's M1s, and if you can't shield Slugger's M1s, you are taking true damage off that, which, that is very comical too. But, okay. Ghost is debatably the best style in the game right now. And chat, I'ma be honest, I'm not sure if I can have an opinion on Ghost because I have not played it at all. I think for the past 2 months, give or take. I've never rolled Ghost. I've rolled Ghost, I think, once, and I rolled off it because this was back in the pre-nerf Ghost era, where Ghost was just incredibly stupid with its instant M1s. I do think it's a better style now with the non-instant M1s, I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's kind of biased because I haven't played Ghost in a hot minute. I will say though, playing against Ghost feels like absolute garbage. So I imagine playing as Ghost, it must be aight, you know? But the way I look at this, right, Ghost doesn't have any particular sugarcoats, right? It's just got the Ghost jab, which is funny if you land it, but it kind of just makes it feel like a good style. It sort of falls into the realm of Ippo, where it gets the job done. It's incredible at catching people, but ooh, when you do catch people, I mean, it's nice, but like, you just kind of win, man. That's about it. It's not like Trickster, where you completely knock your opponent off of their keyboard, off of their shoes. Now they're completely homeless with the fucking dodge, 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 heavy, boom. It's not like that, man. Now, Iron Fist. Iron Fist does have the I'm not going to sugarcoat it M2, and it does have the I'm not going to sugarcoat it ult, but I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of all it has, man. It plays very similar to Ippo, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But for the sake of it having the sugarcoat M2, which is funny to land, I'm actually gonna put it above Hands Low. Hands Low, I'm sorry, but I do prefer playing Iron Fist rather than Hands Low, even though I can't dodge with Iron Fist. Now the last one, Freedom. Do I need to say more? It's got 3 styles, right? But I have 80% health. Oh my god, I'm so torn. It's like I want to put Freedom in S and I want to put it in D tier all at the same time, man. Because it feels so bad to get hit with anything as Freedom. You see your health go boom, you get hit by an M2, not gonna sugarcoat it. You get hit by a counter M2, not gonna sugarcoat it. That's like Hands Low level of damage. Well, pre-buff Hands Low. This is when Hands Low was like actually a bad style. That shit hurt it. This is Hands Low before Hands Low got buffed, man. That's what Freedom feels like. But the style switching, I must admit, is pretty funny. It's very funny. It's not C tier. It's not C tier because it is pretty fun to play with. I'm not sure if I even want to put it in here because in my opinion, Freedom plays more fun than all of these styles here. Does it play more fun than Wolf? Wolf is pretty funny. I'm putting it below Smash. I'm putting Freedom below Smash. The most fun I get with Freedom is when I mix up people, right? I switch to Smash, but I don't throw out that M2, right? Imagine, you perfect dodge, you throw an M2 out, right? You switch to Smash, but you just M1. You don't M2. Everybody expects you to M2 since you just swapped to Smash, but that's the whole mix-up. You don't. You just M1 and you just play as if you're playing Smash. I don't know, man. That gives me the dopamine hit that I need. But anyways, chat, this is the finalized INP64 for fun tier list. I repeat, for fun tier list. This does not represent how good the styles are. I know I would get lynched if people saw Ghost in C tier, but yeah, that's about it, chat. And also, if you reach this end of the video, I mean, damn, bro. Hey, I appreciate that. I know this video about to be at least 15 minutes long. This is a bit long for an INP64 video. But something you guys may have noticed is that, wait a damn fucking minute. Usually this guy only uploads like once in a blue moon, once every 2 weeks. What the hell is happening here? So I'm trying something new here, right? Or not something new. I just did I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to do my bio notes, so that's why I'm recording this. But I figured, you know, when I cook a real good meal, right? I saute that shit, boom, boom, boom. I add my salt, pepper. Ooh, I got my seasonings down. It's a wonderful dish. But I only cook that dish once every 2 weeks, and I feel like y'all might be starving, which is why I've decided I'm not going to make this consistent, chat. But if I do have the time, I will try to upload like this low effort commentary video on the weeks that I don't cook. On the weeks that I don't upload, can you reach Unified Champion using only Go style or some shit like that? But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. I mean, I'm sure everybody will be like, yes, yes, boy, cook more, yes. Because I'm sure everybody wants more content. I'm sorry I can't like dish out more. College it's hard as fuck, man. I'm gonna keep it real. You know, that aside, thank you all for watching the video. And to any of the y'all, probably like 99% of you people won't get this, but to all the Imprakes people out there, thanks for sticking around. We will be getting big with this one, baby. Yes, sir. Anyways, I need to go lock up the degenerate commentator again. I think oh my god, the closet is, oh, what the fuck, oh my